Well, good morning, welcome to the vlog. Back on Redhouse again. Haven't been down for a few weeks, so I thought I'd come on down and do a 24 hours on here. Got here this morning, left mine about 4:15 this morning. I got here just after 5, and it was quite a nice morning actually. It was quite mild, but there was a threat of rain in the air, so I had a good walk round. I managed to get the drone up and got a nice sunrise, but by the time I'd had a look round and decided where I was going to fish, it started raining, so I didn't bother getting the cameras out this morning. I just wanted to get the brolly up and get all my gear inside and get everything out of the wet. So found a swim that I'd never fished in before. The wind's blowing in there quite nicely. I haven't really fished this corner of the lake before, so I thought I'd give it a go. I didn't really see any shows out of there this morning, so I just got the marker rod out and banged it out and found a nice spot about 20 wraps out. It's a nice smooth spot just before a nice gravelly spot, so I think what it is it's just before a little gravel hump, so the hump's not too big, so I don't think there's any danger of me getting cut off if I do pick a fish up. So banged a bucket of spod mix out, so I'm not going to be using any boilies on this session. The baiting strategy is going to be just particle. I've got loads of maize, I've got some hemp in there, there's got some tares in there, there's got some maples in there, and some cap oil in there as well, and all mixed up. So the cap oil's in there just so if I get any fish feeding over me, it sends a slick up and it gives you a bit of an indication that there's fish out there feeding, to be honest. Had a bit of a slick come up earlier, but I've had nothing yet. So I did a quick session on my syndicate a couple of weeks ago. I went straight from work after night shift, so I was a bit of a zombie, so I didn't bother taking the cameras. But I did have a fish, but managed to lose it transferring it from the net to my weight sling, which is a bit of a schoolboy error. So lesson learnt there, and a bit gutted because it was the wood carving, which is one of the fish I hadn't had out of there yet. So it would have been nice to have got a picture with it, but there you go, lesson learned. So other things that had happened. So last week I managed to spend 36 hours at Linear Fisheries on Manor Farm Lake with Tom Maker, filming Tom Maker. I've been approached by one of the bait companies that are quite popular at the moment, and they've asked me to do some media work for them. So I'm not going to mention who they are at the moment, but I've just finished editing the video yesterday. So it's going to be released in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, perhaps 2 or 3 weeks' time. So as soon as it's live on YouTube, then I'll put a link on my vlog, so you can go and have a look at it. So it's been quite interesting. It's been interesting being able to film somebody else and get the shots that I can't get myself when I'm doing my vlogs. It's quite difficult trying to get the angles and stuff and getting the focus whilst I'm doing my vlogs, but whilst I'm filming someone else, I was really happy with what I got, and I was quite impressed, to be honest. So I look forward to that going out on YouTube and seeing people's response to it. So as for this session, I've got all 3 rods out on the spot, got them quite close together. I'm just using fishing straight on the bottom. I'm not using any pop-ups or anything, so I'm just using normal hair rigs with a size 6 DX curve. We've just 3 pieces of maize on each, and the area I've spotted to is really tight, so I've got 3 rods on that, and they're about 2 foot apart. So I'm just going to stick to that strategy. Big pile of bait out there, 3 rigs on it, so if the fish do come across it, there's a good chance that I shall get a bite. So strange thing happened earlier when I was going out with a marker lead with my marker rod. I cast out to that spot, and as it was going down, I felt it hit a fish. So I know there's fish out there, but it's quite deep out there, so I don't think the coots will be going down on me. Plus I'm fishing particle anyway, so the coots and they don't really like particles. So not much really else to report, to be honest. Looking forward to spending 24 hours on Redhouse again. Got some nice drone footage of the sunrise this morning, so I'll put that on the vlog. I'm just going to go make myself a brew, chill out for a little while, and I'll get back to you in a bit. So, I've just read some very disturbing news on my syndicate Facebook page that the big girl, Starburst, has just been caught trailing a death rig. So no, I don't think it was actually the rig that was the problem. I think it was actually the leader that was the problem, and that's pretty terrible, really, to be honest. I mean, nobody nowadays should be making these sorts of rigs. You know, there's videos on YouTube on how to make rigs. You've got companies out there that are making stuff that are, you know, you don't make unsafe rigs. Yeah, Corda, for instance. I know people slate Corda, but they're probably the biggest company out there that actually do this sort of thing. You know, and they're all tried and tested. That's all tried and tested stuff. So what I'm going to do is quickly, I'm not going to teach people to suck eggs, because I should imagine there's quite a few experienced anglers that are watching my vlogs. And if you are, then thanks very much for continuing to watch. And I'm not saying that there's anybody who's watching these vlogs that are making unsafe rigs, but I'm going to show you how to make a safe leader, both with lead core and with fluorocarbon. And they're both pretty similar, really, to be honest. So I'm going to start with your lead ejection system. Why wouldn't you use these on a helicopter setup? You know, I know they're a little bit expensive, but they're good. I mean, they last. Just make sure that you check them every now and again, just to make sure that the lid's on properly, because sometimes if you do whack them out with a heavy lead on, they can pull off. So always make sure that that's in properly. With the fluorocarbon, you know, this is the Corda kit. You know, this is just these few simple things which makes this. Yeah, but the key here is your swivel, because the death rig that was actually found, that the Starburst was trailing, didn't have a big eye ring swivel on it. Somebody had actually cut the eye off, the big ring, and just put it on with the small swivel. So the small swivel was going up and down lovely. But as soon as it hit the bead, and the bead stopped, there was no way that swivel was going to go over. Yeah. So always make sure that you use a big eye ring swivel. And again, like I say, this is the Corda setup, naked chod setup, piece of fluorocarbon, just this piece of silicone on there, and what they call, I think they call a no trace bead. So if you look at that bead, it's basically got a cut out of it, which means that'll easily pull off there, and you can easily put it back on again if you've got some spares, because it's got the cut out. You put your line through it, and then it just pulls back on the piece of silicone, like so. And then you can pull it up because that's tapered. And then what will happen, if you do have a crack off and the fish is still attached to your line, what will happen then is that will go onto there, it'll pull up and it'll pull through. See how easy that's moving? Okay, and it'll go all the way through until you hit the knot. Now this hasn't got a knot on it, but if you'd cracked off and that was tied to your line, then that'd have a knot on it. So that'd go all the way up till it hits the knot, and then what will happen is that bead will pop off. Here's that bead there. If I grab hold of the silicone, that bead will pop off. It's shot over there now, so that's one I've lost. But like I say, the key is that big eye ring swivel. So that will easily go over that piece of silicone. If that would have been just that, like so, which it was, there's no way that's going over there. So that's just a naked chod setup. You buy the kits, I think the kits, Corda, I think they make up about 5 chods. So that's how I do the naked chod one. Lead core's a bit different, but you can still buy the Corda do the lead core kits. I haven't got the lead core ones. because I feel like I can make just a safer rig without using the lead core ones. All I do is I put a piece of shrink tube on the lead core. So that piece of shrink tube is on the lead core. Put it on, shrink it down. Obviously you need quite small shrink tube because you want it to be quite tight on there, like that is now. See, that's quite tight, it's hardly moving. Like so. And again, I've got the big eye ring swivel on there, so that'll move up and down, and you see that'll just go over the top of that piece of shrink tube. Like so. So that if a fish is tethered on that and that cracks off, that's coming off there. Then all I do is use a rubber bead, but make sure it's a soft rubber bead, like so, and always go through the hole that came with the bead, if you know what I mean. Don't ever go through the opposite way and make a new hole, because that hole's going to be really tight and it won't slide up and down the lead core. Well, yeah, it might slide up and down the lead core, but there's no way it's going over that splice section, because if you can see there, as it gets up there, that splice section gets really thick. So you want a soft rubber bead, use the hole that it came with, or came in it, put your bead on, and you see how easy that slides over your lead core, like so. So that's going to come off there. If a fish is attached to that, there you go, look how easy that is. Just to slide up there with my thumb, hardly using any tension at all. So that'll move up and down, but obviously when you've got it on your lead core, you don't want it to move up and down. So once you put it on your shrink tube, that'll nip onto that piece of shrink tube, like so, and that's not going anywhere until that ring swivel pulls it. And then, like so, that'll slide up the same, slide up your lead core, and there you go, it's gone. And that'll just then easily come off. Try not to lose it, that's what I'm doing. So that'll easily just come off there. So there, I'm not going to keep going on about it, I'm not going to harp on about it. I mean, like I say, there's so many videos out there on YouTube that shows you how to make safe rigs, so there's no excuse really. It's just ignorance if you're fishing in an unsafe manner. So yeah, I hope this helps anybody out there who's had a bit of a problem with tying lead core leaders or naked shod leaders. But that's how I do it and how I make it safe. So, quiet afternoon. Wind's dropped. Got really windy earlier, but the wind has dropped again now. It's just a little bit wind blowing over to the shallows, so I think it's just turned to a slight westerly wind now. The guy fishing over there is fishing over there in the swim I was in last time. So he's fishing over that weed, but he's using a bait boat, so he must have an echo sounder or something on it, I should imagine. Yeah, all the bait's gone out, 4 kilos on that spot, so I'm going to finish my coffee, have something to eat, and then I'm going to bring the rods in, I'm going to refresh the hook baits, and then I'm going to just put them back on that spot again and get them right nice and tight. Now the wind's dropped down, I should be able to get them on there nice and tight together. So yeah, the mozzies haven't been too bad to be today, to be honest, as well. So I'm going to just put the fly screen on in a little while, ready for the night time, because that's usually when they get quite bad, is in the night. So, and the swans haven't really bothered me as well, so that's a good thing. They've been cruising past, but they haven't really been coming into the swim. I think they're more interested in the shallows over there, especially with this weed over there. There's probably a lot of naturals in there that they can get to. So yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee, have something to eat, and yeah, hopefully the night time will bring a bite. So good morning. Yeah, another quiet night on Redhouse. Didn't even have a bleep last night, and I got bowstring lines going to the spot. So yeah, thought if I'd have had any fish out there, I'd have had some liners, but yeah, nothing at all. I bought the rods in last night and put some fresh rigs on and some fresh hook baits, and got them back out there just before dark, and I got them about 2 foot apart on the spot because the wind had dropped right down, so I managed to get them out just where I wanted them. So yeah, I was really confident on the spot. Again, I put a lot of bait out yesterday, so yeah, there was plenty of bait out there. Just before dark, I heard a crash and saw a ring just near my spot, so yeah, I was really confident of a fish last night, but hey ho, nothing to gain, but I'm not losing confidence. I'm still enjoying being here. I'm going to carry on with Redhouse. Every time I blank, it's spurring me on and making me want to catch a fish even more out of here now. So, but I probably won't be on here again for another couple of weeks. I'll probably be on the syndicate next time you see me. Also in a couple of weeks' time, I should be at Lynch Hill doing some filming for the bait company that I mentioned earlier. And this time I'm going to be filming Scott Lloyd. So I'm really looking forward to that, and that'll be good. I'm also going to be on Lynch Hill again for a week for myself. It'll be my birthday week, so I'm going to be doing a vlog from there for a week, so I look forward to doing that. So if you're new to the channel, have a look back at my previous vlogs, give them a like, and also hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like as well, and hit the bell notification, and every time I upload a new vlog you'll be notified of it. And to all the people that have already subscribed, and to all the people who leave comments and supporting me and leaving the real good comments, thanks again. Really appreciate it. I didn't expect the vlog to do so well. Like I say, I got 500 subscribers now. So if you do like these vlogs, perhaps share them out and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, and I really appreciate your comments. I've had a few comments asking me to do things like the self-takes, and one guy's asked me to show you how I do my feature finding. I'm not actually going to put them in my main vlogs because a lot of people don't want to see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a series of separate vlogs with the self-takes and a bit of feature finding and how I do other things as well, tie rigs and what have you. So have a look out for them. So I'm now going to have a slow pack down. It's about 8 o'clock now. I've been up since about 4:30. It's a beautiful sunrise this morning, so I managed to get some drone footage and get the camera out and do some time-lapse footage and got some photographs and what have you. So I'm now going to go home, have a slow pack down, go home and start editing the vlog and what have you. So I've got the car just parked over the back there, so I haven't got too far to lug my gear. So if you don't see me again from now, and if I don't have anything from now on until the end of the vlog, then again, thanks for watching, and till next time, be lucky.